So I got a great story about Richard Pryor at the Comedy Store, since he's one of your top 5. So he came up one night on Fat Tuesday, and he sat in that little booth, and his guys was there, and everybody said, look, Richard's coming. No pictures with Richard. Everybody knew. Leave him alone. And he was out of it, but he was still talking, right? So I go up, and the guy goes, Richard wants to meet you. And, to me, that's like you're meeting the king, right? So I'm like, no way. So we go. I sit down with him, and he's in my ear. He goes, you're funny. You're funny. He goes, don't ever change. And I was like, all right. And he goes, can we get a pic? And I was like, yeah. I said, can I get a pic? Because they just asked me, and they go, yeah, there's 4 cell phones like that. I had to run to my car, which was parked like a block and a half at Pink's, because I didn't want to pay for valet. I didn't have no money.
Pink's,
so I would park behind Pink's and get a Subway sandwich and put it in my truck since I got a receipt. I was able to park there, and I go do my set at the Comedy Store. So I run down there, grab a real camera, and when I came back in to get the picture, the security grabbed me. They said, we told you, man, no pictures. I go, no, he asked me for a picture. And Richard can't fucking talk. So he's just going, and I'm like, tell him. so they realized he asked me for the picture. I get the picture, right?
I don't know why I'm laughing at this.
Here's where the story turns. So the whole time I'm in LA now, I'm like, man, Richard Pryor told me don't ever change. Richard Pryor. Fast forward about 3 years later. I'm watching Oprah. Monique's on Oprah. Oprah looks at Monique and goes, when did you know? When did you know, like, you had it? She goes, I was on stage one night, and Richard Pryor was in the audience, and he looked over at me afterwards. He told me to come. I sat down next to him. He put his arm around me, and he said, don't change. Don't ever change. I said, that bitch took my Oprah story. And no offense, I would never call Monique out her name, but at that moment,
Shout
I was like,
out, Monique, I love you, baby.
I know. I was like this. Dude, that's my story. And then it hit me. I go, oh shit. Richard Pryor was just telling everybody don't change. So you had a bunch of hack-ass comics never changing their act because they're like, Richard Pryor told me I'm funny. I was like, that was probably his go-to on the way out. I'm going to fuck all these comics up. They're not going to know. I'm telling terrible comedians don't ever change. But literally, I'm watching Oprah and I'm going, no, that's my story. Because I always thought I'd get on Oprah. And I was like this. She just took my whole story. And I'm sorry, I said, bitch, I didn't mean it like personally. I was just like, bitch, you know how you're in the moment.
Right.
That bitch took my motherfucking Richard Pryor Oprah story on Oprah. Happens.
So I've seen most of your movies. If you could direct or be in any movie and pick the actors you want, how would that movie look?
I'd hire nothing but comedians and then just one A-lister, like a Denzel, a Tom Hanks. So he could be the normal guy.
Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. When you see something, is there a joke you would not pull? I mean, like, because I would never... My question, do you talk about everything you see, no matter what?
Yeah, that's our job.